And we're going to be topping that off with some Pee Wee potatoes that are roasted off, as well as we'll be doing some grilled corn. So this recipe and others you can find on my website, chefscottblair.com. Head there, grab that. You can watch me on Twitch here, or we also do Google Meets as well with some live entertainment. So let's get rolling on this. You all ready to go? All right. Now we got Michaela joining us. How are you? All right. Got our wonderful bird. This is my nice organic bird. Do a nice little dance. So here's what we're going to do. To start this off, I'm going to go right up here to the neck area. We are actually going to get rid of this wishbone that's inside here. And the reason why we're doing that is because once we roast this off and I cut it, it'll actually peel away from the chest cavity, and you'll have a nice piece of breast meat. This is actually a trick that Thomas Keller has been using for a long time. He teaches this technique as well. So it's very simple. You're just going to find the wishbone, and you're going to just carve into it. And now there's that wishbone in there. I'm going to do it on both sides. I'm going to carve into where the wishbone is at. And I'm just going to use my fingers to slide all the way up the bone. This one actually has a cracked wishbone. So there's one piece. Let's chisel him out real quick. There's that wishbone. I have another piece here that's been broke. Unfortunately, these things happen. So what I'm going to do is just get this little piece out. Boom. So now my wishbone has been removed. This will make carving the bird a lot easier later. Alright, now step 2 of the process. We're going to take our bird, and a nice little trick you can do also is leave this out room temperature. Start loosening, warming up a little bit. Don't worry about freaking out about, oh my god, it's getting a little bit warm. We do this because once you put this in the oven, you don't want to drop in temperature in the oven. It actually makes it more pliable and easy to work with, and then it'll crisp up nicely, and it doesn't drop the temperature of your oven, and you'll be safe as long as you cook it up to 165. So now we did the wishbone. Now we got to do some seasoning. So when you season your bird, season it inside and out. So some nice salt inside, as well as pepper. This is on the inside. And then I'm going to do it, I like nice and salty skin on the outside, a little crispiness. Salt out there. As well as some pepper. Really getting it all over that bird. Alright, so those of you that have fresh herbs, you can chop those fresh herbs and actually sprinkle them all over the bird. And I'm going to be adding just a little bit of olive oil. Just going to rub this together with a little bit of olive oil just to show it some love and make that skin extra crispy, almost like chicken cracklings. I like that a lot. Just something that I like, a nice salty, crispy skin on the outside of my bird. Now, we are using the herbs, fresh herbs, for a couple processes. One is for the outside of the bird. We can sprinkle some herbs on the outside. So we got some choppy herbs. And then we are going to take some of those chopped herbs as well as for our potatoes later. And we're going to use, I'm going to put this is just rosemary, sage, and thyme. And I've bunched them together and tied them with butcher twine. I'm making my bouquet garni. And that's actually going to go inside my bird. I want to get a peek in there. So that's going to go inside. It's just going to give us some some more enhanced flavors for when it's baking off. So if you haven't, go ahead and preheat your oven to 375. I'm doing 400. Then we're going to start working on this bird to actually trestle it. And I'm going to rub the olive oil and stuff after that, and then I'm going to transfer it to my pan. So let's truss this bird. He wants to do a dance. We can go, ah, not me. So our little arms, our wing flaps, push them forward, and then tuck them under. We're going to tuck them underneath the bird arm. This is going to help raise it up, right? So then we want to truss this. So this is where you're going to pull out your butcher twine. I'm going to get my butcher twine. And this is, I know it seems intimidating, thinking, oh God, now I got to tie this thing. It's not that hard. So I'm going to slide it. I'm going to come around there. Let me flip it around for you guys. Alright. So I'm going to slide it underneath the tail end of the bird. I'm going to bring it across. Alright? So then we're going to do a figure eight basically. I'm going to take this one and go forward underneath that wing, that leg, and then this one under this leg. So we got this nice little figure eight, right? I'm going to pull it tight. I'm going to bring it, pushing it forward, and then I'm going to go under the bird. Now the next step I'm looking for this neck bone. So this neck bone is where my tie off point is going to be. So I'm going to take my butcher twine underneath, and basically you're going to do a I guess a slip knot is the easiest way to describe it. Something that you're going to flip it around, roll it around. At least twice. Let me show it to you. So around. And then I'm going to go up through the middle of the little ringlets that I've made, making a quick little slip knot so I can draw this tight. The whole purpose that we do the truss on the bird is it actually pushes the breast meat and everything a little bit forward, as well as it makes it more uniform so it'll all cook evenly. My fingers not working with me today. Come on, baby. There we go. Alright, so I got my slip knot, and I'm going to go underneath that neck bone. I'm just going to start drawing everything nice and tight. Alright? Boom. So now, I've got this, everything's pushed together. And it'll cook more even. At this point in time, now I'm going to add my olive oil, fresh herbs, and then I'm going to get that inside the oven really quick and get it moving. This size bird, about a 3-pounder, or excuse me, about a 4-pound bird. So this is going to take close to 50 minutes for this to cook off. So depending on your size of the bird, it can be anywhere between 40 to, even up to an hour. So I am going to, like I said before, rub this in. I'm going to grab some of those fresh herbs, show it some love, massage it. You guide me, you show me the way, you tell me. Ooh. Got a knot in his back. Alright, so now I'm going to take my bird. I'm transferring it over here into I'm doing an actual saute pan. This will actually quicken my cook time because it's it's not risen up over the top of the bird, so the heat can really get to it really fast. Now we've got our bird, which is the word, ready to roll. So I'm going to throw that in my oven, 400 degrees. That's going to rock. Now, in the meantime, I have been cooking off my taters, getting them soft. I don't want them mushy. I want them just fork tender. See, they're not mushy, they're fork tender. They're perfect. I'm going to pull these off. I'm going to drain them off. And then we're going to throw them into a mixing bowl with all the herbs and spices and everything that we're going to do. Now, and if you read the instructions of the recipe, I did state that you can do it either roast it in a pan. If you're tight for time, you can take these potatoes and these veg and throw it in the pan with the chicken. Actually have the chicken setting on top of it and roast it all as one. Make one big dish and just make it easier on yourself. But if you wanted to do something a little bit different, I'm actually going to be roasting my potatoes outside on the grill, as well as the grilled corn that we're going to be doing. So I've made it to where, you know, lighten up the load throughout the area and just get a little different flavors. And I like the grill. So with that being said, get ready. Hot pads. I'm gonna go over here and dump taters. In they go. There goes the taters. Don't they look wonderful? Steamy. So steamy in here. Alright. In goes my taters. Boom. So what can we do? If you got some garlic, throw the garlic in. If you want to lighten up on the garlic, that's fine. You don't have to have it. I'm S&P in it because S&P is good for me. Olive oil. These fresh herbs. My fresh herbs are the sage, parsley, a little thyme, rosemary, all that good stuff. I'm gonna mix these up. Really salt these good. And what I want to do is be able to get this a really nice sear on the outside of my taters. And that's why I'm going to transfer them to the grill. You can do these on a high roasting oven, 400 degrees, 375, 400 degrees. You can get a nice little shell on the outside. We're going to do it on the grill because it's gorgeous outside, and I said let's do it on the grill. The next thing is, you all want to roll over here real quick. I want to show them this. So we're doing the grilled corn. Ooh, look at them all jamming in here. So this is our grilled corn. I've soaked. Make sure you wash out your sink. No one wants a nasty things to soak these in. So I washed this out and bleached it out, and then rinsed it out about 15 times. And now I'm just soaking the corn. You can do this about 15 minutes beforehand. A little bit of salt, a little bit of water, cold water. That's all you're gonna need. Then we're just going to pull them out. I want to retain that water inside there because not only am I grilling them, but I'm steaming them at the same time, steaming those nice little kernels inside. And those are ready to go on the grill. So let's take a walk outside, gentlemen. Let's get ready to go, shall we? Alright, so I've already preheated this grill. It's like, oh my god, hot. Probably roasted about 500 degrees right here. Let's see. Shall we? Yes. Shall we? Oh, oh yeah. Corn is roasting it off. Every time I do this, when I roast corn, it always takes me back to my childhood back in Indiana at the Indiana State Fair. And going by and watching them roasting the corn. It was so delicious. Yeah, these are starting to golden up. Ooh. Oh, just run away. Hey you, come over here. Golden taters. That's what we want. A nice little golden crust on the outside of these bad boys. Just gonna make them fantastic. In the meantime, shall we take an adventure inside and go look at the bird? Not that it's been in there forever, but it should start be getting some color on it, which is nice. You see, it's starting to get color, so I'm doing it in a 400-degree oven. This is going to be in here for like the next hour, just so we get it up to temp. And just so you guys know, later on, you go to temp this bird to make sure it's at 165 degrees. And when you temp it, reach over to you. When you temp it, you're going to use your thermometer, and you're going to go in the inner part of the thigh. I'm not going to puncture it now because I want to make it nice and keep that steam in there. You're going to go in the inner part of the thigh and into the deepest part of the meatiest part of the thigh, right? Try not to hit the bone, because the bone heats up first and it'll give you a misread saying that you're 165 when you're probably not 130. Alright, so we're gonna let that roast. That's gonna be in here for a while. And then the potatoes and the corn are gonna be out there for probably another 15 minutes and then they'll be done. So work on this. If anybody got any questions out there, we have one over there. Michaela, you got any questions? How are you looking? I guess no word is good word. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and let this bird do its magic, and I'm gonna come back here probably close to another 30-35 minutes. We'll come back on, and when I'm pulling the bird out, and we'll let you see how that is, and then we'll plate it. We'll go from there. And then until then, just let the bird work and start getting those potatoes and the corn out there grilled up and ready to go. Let's go out here and check our taters and our corn. Isn't it heavenly? Isn't it wonderful and delicious looking? Oh my goodness. This is so good you'll want to smack your mama. That's how good it is. Look at him. He's hanging out because he's getting crispy. I'm going to get ready to pull the corn off because that's about done. We'll let the taters go a little bit longer. Like I said, the chicken's going to be rocking. So be right back. We'll grab the corn and pull it off. Alright. Let's look at this. Come on over. Got our corn. As I peel it back, it is wicked hot. Nice and steamy. It's perfectly done. Salt and pepper it. A little bit of butter. And you got yourself a party in your mouth. That is awesome right there. That is tasty. Don't burn yourself there, son.
Yes, sir.
I've done that many a times.
There's a grill there.
There is a grill there. Just let you know that it's there. That's all. It just says hi.
It's hot.
It is hot. Alright. Other cool things you can do with grilled corn. I mean, a lot of people don't grill it much nowadays, but you can actually take this and take it off the ear and turn it into a corn salsa, fire roasted corn salsa. That's good. Nice and tasty. I'm going to go ahead and take these bad boys in. We'll get ready to pull off those taters. How's the taters looking? Let us see. Oh, look at those. Nice crispy skins. So you can roast these to your desired level. You can roast it to whatever desired level you want, whatever crispiness that you want, right? Boom. One for the family. All right, let's take it in. Well, I'm just finishing up the bird, and once it's done, I'm going to cut off the butcher twine, and I can cut off the pieces, you know, a breast for whoever, a wing or leg, and then serve it, you know, serve it family meal style. You know, potatoes on the table, corn on the table, and just let everyone go at it. It's a quick, easy meal for you to make at home for your family, especially when you're on the go. And you know, if you, like I said, if you do it all in one pan, you put the vegetables and everything underneath, or even the potatoes underneath the bird, and let it all roast as one. And it might make your life a little bit easier, so you can actually prep this the night before, throw it in the oven when you get home from work, and you're up and running. All right. So if you guys have any questions, you know, hit me up. You can find out, you know, this recipe and everything else on chefscottblair.com. I also have a YouTube channel under Chef Scott Blair, so you can watch this and any other videos I've ever done out there. Follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Chef Scott, and also on Instagram. So reach out to me. Show me your pictures. I like seeing what you guys have done and how it ended up for you. And we do this every weekend. Every Sunday we come up with something new. So see y'all next time. Bye.